Hello again. Here I am on the roof of the trailer here. And I'm going to be removing this vent, and so I climbed up here. I think I'm going to need a taller ladder so that I can actually get onto the roof here. This roof is in awesome shape, by the way. There was one crack over here that was repaired, but it was repaired properly. So, when I come up here, I wiped most of it off. There's a bit of a dish right here, but yeah, no. And you know these roofs are pretty thin, eh? So if you don't support them properly, they can dish down really bad. This is a small vent. I don't know, I think it's about 7.5 inches square, whereas normal vents are 14. So I'm actually got to replace this, even though it's almost brand new. I'm going to be replacing it with a Max Fan Deluxe that I had bought 2 years ago. I bought it for another RV that we had, and I never got around to installing it. And it's 14. Oh, there goes the darn furnace again. I should have just shut it off, eh? Anyways, hopefully you can hear me. So I got to cut a bigger hole here, 14 inches by 14 inches. That's a standard RV size. I'm actually going to build it up. So I'm going to make a wood frame that goes on the top here and glass it all in, and then put the fan on the top. It'll still fit out the door, so not a problem. That'll eliminate the wood frame that's on the inside of the trailer where I just have enough headroom. I'm 5'10", and you know, it's pretty tight in there. I believe it's like 6'1" or something right here at the peak. So, and this is the tallest part of the trailer, just this part. Everything goes down in all the directions. So, yeah. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I'm back. Right, I'm also not on the ladder anymore, and I shut off the furnace. So that'll be a little quieter in here. Some people, when they're filming in their shops, usually it's the air compressor that goes off, and then you can't hear anything. So, no, I'm fine. So I'm going to show you a few things here that that I've been working on while I wait to do the frame. I got to pull the frame out from underneath the trailer, so I'm just going to update things here. So a lot of stuff has been removed from the outside of the trailer here. This is the furnace vent was here, and there will be no furnace in that part of the trailer. My plans are to put a box on the front of the trailer. I'm going to go to Princess Auto actually, and they've got a really nice triangular, well, it's angled tongue box, and it's a pretty good size. So I plan on putting a diesel heater in there. Okay, so I'm hoping that box will hold the diesel heater. They're quite small, and they're self-contained. They've got their the diesel fuel tank is built right onto them. Anyways, and then it will actually blow hot, dry air in through the one cabinet in there. So that'll be great. I'm hoping the batteries will fit in there. Batteries will fit in there as well, so that I don't need to worry about having a battery box on the front. And I also will build a support for a propane tank. Not to have propane going to the trailer, but just as a way to carry a propane tank safely, because you need it for your outside stove and my barbecue as well. So having a 20-pound propane tank on here won't hurt. As you can see, I removed the rock guard, but I'm actually going to use this tube I'm going to cut it right here so it's not sticking out anymore, but I'm going to use it to help support the box on the front. It's perfect. I'm not going to cut those welds. Anyways, that got removed. All these Except for this one, the drain. I need to keep that one. That's the only one I need to keep, and I need to change the electrical cord one. I like to have the one that has a plug built right into it. So you just plug in any extension cord will just plug right in. As you can see, the tail lights are gone. The side marker light's gone. Chucked them all. These things are so brittle. And my plans are a little different. I'm trying to find out where I put it down. This is terrible, eh? These are the tail lights that I like to use. And there will be two of these and a white one, a clear one. That's a reverse light. So there'll be 3 lights across here. If you saw what I had done on the other Surfside, it's the same thing, except for I'm sort of going to rearrange the tail lights a little bit. All these decals are coming off. I know what you're thinking. Sad, sad, sad. But I don't. If you look really closely, they're all pitted. There's chunks missing from them. No. And electric brakes, I'm not even sure if I will have electric brakes. That is under discussion right now because this trailer is so light that legally it doesn't need electric brakes. God, I don't understand why they did it. I had electric brakes on the other one, but they were there and I left them there. This one here also has electric brakes on it as well, but the axle is pretty much shot. So I have to replace the axle. When you replace the axle, you got to decide if you want electric brakes or not. So that's up for discussion right now. I got new door hinges coming. And hopefully I can take the sag out of here. This is something that everybody complains about, right? Is the fact that this doesn't line up. It looks like it sort of lines up here, and then it doesn't line up when it gets to there. And I have a feeling it's because the door actually has quite a big gap. I can get my fingers all the way in there, eh? And so I can actually raise the door and compensate. This one might just be a tad higher or maybe even match that line. But anyways, I'm going to get it closer. So hopefully that works. I know one fella he completely ground this thing right off and had just a flat door so that it wouldn't look weird. Okay. My Barkman latch works. So that's good. Anyways, I'm starting to take off all the things. I took off this. This has got to come off. All these bits and pieces, if they come off, they make it so much easier for me to paint. And that's going to include the windows. And you can see here that there's new screws in this window and what looks like new butyl tape. So taking these windows off, yeah, not going to be a problem. So anyways, that's my little update. I, of course, need to go buy a couple of landscape ties. Those are the best things to put underneath the trailer and put the jack stands on and lift the trailer up off the frame. Might even spring for a couple of 8-inch wheels for to put on there. That'll bring the frame down low to the ground so I can pull it out easier. And then the frame will be going on here. All right, so there we go. That's my update. No furnace noise. I've been going through all my old parts and things, and I don't know. I've been finding things like gaskets and whatnot here. So, and I've got some LED lights for the interior and whatnot. So, yeah, we're gonna keep this camper simple, and the discussion has been going on as to what color to paint it, whether we're going to use a second color. I'm now thinking that this color is going to stay top and bottom. Everything's going to be what they call the off-white, and then I'm just going to do some stripes here, top and bottom. And I'm going to move my Surfside logo to this part of the trailer here on either side, not on the back and the front. On the back, there'll be a spare tire here. That's going to block part of it anyways. And that logo's too big. So we're not going to do